Alright, and welcome. This is the second of our two Core series prop controllers. This is the Kore4, the 4-channel controller. Quick overview of the controller. You will notice we have our black 2-terminal connector here for the auxiliary power. This is used to power your infrared sensors, your brake beam sensors. Here we have the green terminal. The 2-terminal is the trigger. It is a normally open contact that needs to be contacted in order to trigger your main scene. This is obviously used with, if you have an infrared or a brake beam, this is where the trigger actually goes for. And there's no voltage applied here. It's just a normally open contact that must be contacted. Back here we have our channels 1, 2, 3, and 4 output. They correspond to the buttons 1, 2, 3, and 4. The center terminal on both of these groupings is the positive. That is where you will get your voltage that you're supplying from the barrel jet connector, where our center pin, as all our other controllers, is positive. 24 volt and 12 volt inputs. That is what you get out here. You put in 12 here, you'll get 12 volts out. 24 volts here, you will get 24 volts out. Also to note, that is what comes out of the auxiliary power. So if you put 12 volts here, 12 volts come out. If you put 24 volts here, 24 volts come out. These outputs are each 500 milliamps max at their given voltages, and that is that. This other button on here is the play, pause, record button used for programming. For this tutorial we will be using some LEDs which I have pre-wired. You'll notice, as I said before, the center terminal is positive. You'll see both the positive wires for these LEDs that are connected there, and the grounds are on the outside, or the negatives. And go ahead and remove these two modular jacks and plug in the LEDs that I've already wired. We'll then be using our hand trigger to provide a trigger input for this demo. We can go ahead and plug that. Remember, this is just a normally open contact, so polarity does not matter here. You just need to provide the contact. So we will just go ahead and plug this in. Now that we have everything connected, we'll go ahead and power it up. We're using 12 volts here. Plug that in, and you'll see the power light comes on. And we will jump right in and record our idle mode, or our idle scene. To do that, you hold play, pause, record, and the channel 1 button. You'll see the activity light flash, and then you go ahead and record your idle mode. Once you're done, you hit the play, pause, record button again, and the activity light will turn off. You'll notice it immediately begins playing the idle mode scene that we created. Next, to create the main scene, or the scene that is triggered, you will hold only the play, pause, record button. The activity light will turn on, and then you can begin recording. And a few buttons here. Again, hit the play, pause, record to stop recording, and then it will go back to playing the idle scene, or idle mode, that we created earlier. To test your main scene that you just recorded, you can hit the play, pause, record button, and it will play that back. You can also hit that to stop it, or you can hit the trigger that we have connected, and that will also play that main scene. Note the activity light flashes while that scene is in progress. And then it will resume idle mode. And that is all for the Kore4 prop controller. Thanks for watching.